This video is sponsored by Nihon Box. Click the link in the description for a discount on your first box and stay tuned to the end of the video for an unboxing. There are many special people in this world. Some have the ability to make masterful illusions. Others can manipulate the elements. And then, there are the people like me. Who am I, you ask? I am Critica. I have the ability to criticize any anime series, even the ones I enjoy. Because this is apparently a special ability. Now, after reading the title of the video, many of you may be thinking that, given my history with discussion and reviews on this channel, that I am the least likely of the team to watch something like this. And usually, you'd be right. I'm not one for shonen shows. I think most of the tropes are very overdone, and there's very little these shows offer in terms of story and characters. So, is My Hero Academia the start of something new with the shonen anime genre? Or is it just another overhyped fistfight? Let's take a look. The story takes place in a world where the majority of the population has these special abilities called quirks. Quirks range from having super strength, using fire, or even being able to manipulate gravity. However, there is a small amount of people in the world that have absolutely no quirk whatsoever. This is the unfortunate situation our main character, Izuku Midoriya, finds himself in. He wants to desperately be a hero, but since he has no quirk, he has absolutely no chance of becoming a hero. However, Izuku isn't deterred. He still studies all the heroes and their quirks to learn more about them. Even when he's pushed around by the likes of his childhood friend, Bakugo Katsuki, Izuku still pursues the heroes and looks up to them with crazy admiration. And there's one hero Izuku admires more than anyone else.
Have no fear, you're safe. Now that I am here, that is.
All Might is the hero of all heroes, and the kind of hero Izuku aspires to be. Which is why he's absolutely floored when one day he gets saved by All Might. However, Izuku learns very quickly that All Might isn't as heroic as Izuku thought he was. It turns out that All Might's quirk, called All for One, enhances his physical prowess and was given to him by his mentor. After watching Izuku risk his life to save Bakugo, All Might decides that Izuku is worthy to receive the power of One for All and become a hero through questionable means.
Eat this! To inherit my power, you've got to swallow some of my DNA. That's how it works.
This isn't exactly how I imagined it.
And thus begins Izuku Midoriya's journey to become the greatest hero the world has ever seen. But it's not just Izuku on this journey. There are several other students that are striving to reach their own goals and become their own hero. Each one is varied and interesting in their own way. It never feels like there's too many characters or that there's not a character to be interested in. Be it the lighthearted and compassionate Ochako or the uptight Tenya, fans can easily gravitate towards any character and want to see them achieve their dreams. Personally, my favorite character was Izuku, cliché as that is. While he can come off as naive, he's still intelligent. He's not the typical airheaded hero that many shonen shows have. While there are some fans that see Izuku as weak and a bit of a crybaby, I disagree. Izuku is emotional because he was told he could never accomplish his dreams and become a hero. And now he gets to do that. This makes it exciting to see him start working towards his acceptance into the Hero Academy. The first season of My Hero focuses on the students' time at AU and their studies in the Hero program. They get to work with many of the best heroes in the world and explore the limits of their abilities, particularly Izuku. The interesting thing about his power, One for All, is that he essentially has no control over it. He has to condition his body to even be able to accept the power. Once he does have it, he has to hold himself back or only use a certain amount of power or his body will literally shatter. Meanwhile, the other students have been training themselves their entire lives, but even they don't understand the extent of their powers. It creates a true system of growth for the characters because they're already on different power levels and abilities before the kids even step into the classroom. You get to see the difference between them and Izuku because we know what he was like before he got his quirk. And the fact that Izuku can't control any of One for All continues to perpetuate his growth as a hero and makes it exciting to watch. Now, arguably the antagonist of this season is Bakugo Katsuki, but I'll cover that a little more in the review later. A villain named Shigaraki shows up when the students are in a training exercise and attacks them with a massive group of villains called the League of Villains. Huh. I kind of thought it'd be something a little more creative, like a guild or a sewing circle or something. Anyway, in addition to attacking the students, Shigaraki introduces the Nomu, a creature that has some of the most powerful villain quirks that have been banded together for one purpose: to take down All Might. Unfortunately, Shigaraki himself doesn't really come off as much of a threat. He's more following orders from a higher-up that we get hinted to, but he's not really intimidating and doesn't do more than speak cryptically about the dangers to come and what lies in store for the heroes. Okay, now I want to get into the real reason I wanted to talk about My Hero Academia. As I said before, I typically don't enjoy shonen series. I remember watching stuff like Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, and Bleach when I was a kid, and I always remember thinking the same thing. What's the difference? What about these shows stands out and makes them different from each other? As someone who was just getting into anime, these shows were incredibly similar to each other. It's easy to see how people could think that this was all there was to anime because, well, for a while, that was all we got in the States. The same hot-headed heroes, the same ditzy or bitchy girls, and the same one-joke character that you either found hilarious or super annoying. Because of this, I stayed away from shonen shows. I didn't think they ever had anything else to offer and that they were all the same. But, a friend of mine urged me to watch My Hero because they thought I would really like it. Well, when the show started, I enjoyed Izuku since, as I mentioned before, he's a refreshing change for a lead. But honestly, what sold me on the show was the relationship that was cultivated between Izuku and Bakugo. These two are such polar opposites who want the same thing. Bakugo was willing to do whatever it took to become a hero, no matter who he had to beat. He knew his quirk was powerful, and he knew he was powerful too. Hell, Bakugo was on his way to being the first person from his school to ever be accepted into the hero program. So when someone like Izuku comes around and, to Bakugo, basically steals away all of his hard work, of course he's pissed! Izuku has basically taken away the one thing Bakugo had to make him superior. But now, they're the same, on a level playing field. If anything, Bakugo feels like he's becoming weaker as Izuku becomes stronger. He's known Izuku his entire life, and has never seen him use any kind of quirk, so Bakugo has to assume that Izuku either cheated to get into the program, or he's been lying to Bakugo his entire life. This all clashes in an exercise where the students have to enter an abandoned building and split into teams of heroes and villains in what ultimately amounts to a game of capture the flag. Bakugo is on the villain's side, while Izuku is on the hero's side. Bakugo takes this as an excuse to go all out against Izuku and ultimately prove that he is still the best. But, to Bakugo's surprise, they're almost evenly matched. It doesn't make sense to him. How did someone so weak and pathetic obtain a quirk like this? It just infuriates him more, and he keeps fighting Izuku. And honestly, there is no winner in this fight. Izuku feels awful because he can't tell Bakugo about One for All, and Bakugo isn't any closer to understanding how Izuku got a quirk and why it's so powerful. They don't even leave the fight with a mutual respect for each other. Bakugo is still determined to fight Izuku again and prove that he is ultimately better than him. But why? Why does he have to prove this? What is driving Bakugo to these lengths? And that was the moment that I realized how different My Hero was from the other shonen I had seen. This show does a phenomenal job of pushing these questions for characters other than Izuku. I want to know why all the students want to become heroes. I want to know the histories of where the heroes that teach at the school came from. My Hero Academia made me excited to check out Shonen again. I want to see what else there is and what other shows have to offer. I want to give the older shows a second chance and see what I missed out on. To any of you interested in checking out My Hero Academia, I would say put it at the top of your watch list. It offers such a fantastic variety of characters and awesome action that would get anyone hyped up. And honestly, I think it'll have you adding a few other titles to your watch list because, hopefully, it will do for you what it did for me and make you rethink what you know about the typical shonen series.
Hi everyone! So once again, this video is sponsored by Nihon Box, a perfect gift for the holiday season. Again, packaged absolutely gorgeously. I love this. I can't wait to take a look at what it is. We have a Splatoon sponge, One Piece plushies, and you'll get either Ace, Luffy, Saburo, or Law. A Pokemon terrarium featuring either Pikachu, Snorlax, Bulbasaur, Eevee, Dragonair, or Lapras. I got the Dragonair, a Gudetama keychain, Totoro hand towel in a house, a Shiba Inu statuette getting ready to celebrate the year of the dog in Japan, which comes with all sorts of little accessories to display with the dog, and this absolutely stunning Tenuguri. But what's really exciting about Christmas is the treats. Again, if you're interested in the Nihon box, go ahead and click the link in the description for a discount on your very first box. And thanks so much for watching.